The Association of Tennis Professionals, also known as ATP, is the governing body of the men's professional tennis circuits. The association was founded in September of 1972, and to this very day, the association is still alive and healthy. So, how did it become so popular? Let's find out. Launched in 1972 by Jack Kramer, Donald Dell, and Cliff Drysdale, it was first managed by Jack Kramer as executive director and Cliff Drysdale as president. Jim McManus was a founding member. Kramer curated the professional players ranking system, which started the following year and is still in use. From 1974 to 1989, the men's circuit was administered by a subcommittee called the Men's International Professional Tennis Council, also known as MIPCC. It was made up of representatives of World Tennis, then known as the International Tennis Federation, the ATP, and tournament directors from around the world. The ATP successfully requested that the MIPCC introduce a drug testing rule, making tennis the first professional sport to institute a drug testing program.
Introducing Genworth Financial, built on GE heritage, now creating our own legacy.
Yugoslavia's number one tennis player was suspended by his National Lawn Tennis Association, who claimed he had refused to play in the Davis Cup tie for his country earlier that month. The initial suspension of 9 months, supported by the International Lawn Tennis Federation, also known as ILTF, was later reduced by the ILTF to 1 month, which meant that Pilici would not be allowed to play at Wimbledon. In response, the ATP threatened a boycott, stating that Pilici was not allowed to compete. None should. After last-ditch attempts at a compromise failed, the ATP voted in favor of a boycott, and as a result, 81 of the top players, including reigning champion Dan Smith and 13 of the 16 men's
we understand that you want to get your shopping done as quickly as possible.
Wimbledon Championships.
So if there's ever more than one person in front of you at the checkout, we do our best to open another one.
The boycott and were fined by the ATP.
One in front of Tesco. Every little helps.
1988 breakaway. The tour was still run by the tournament directors of the ITF. The limited player representation and influence within the Men's International Professional Tennis Council, MIPTC, was, as well as dissatisfaction from the way the sport was managed and marketed, culminated in a player mutiny in 1988 led by active tennis pros, including then world's #1 ranked Matis Wallander, which changed the entire structure of the tour.
So
CEO Hamilton Jordan is credited with the parking lot press conference on August 26, 1988, during which the ATP announced their withdrawal from the MIPCC, which was then called the MPC, and the curation of their ATP Tour form 1990 onwards. This reorganization also ended a lawsuit with Volvo and Donald Dell. On January 19, 1989, the ATP published the calendar for the inaugural 1990 season. In 1991, the men had their first television package to broadcast 19 tournaments, coming online with their first website in 1995. This was followed by a multi-year agreement with Mercedes-Benz. Lawsuits in 2008 around virtually the same issues resulted in a restructured tour. 2022 reaction to Russian invasion. In reaction to the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, the Association of Tennis Professionals, ATP, moved the 2022 St. Petersburg Open from the St. Petersburg to Kazakhstan. In May 2022, the ATP stripped the Wimbledon tournament of its world ranking points over the tournament's decision to decline tires from Russian and Belarusian players. The UK Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries committed that the ATP's decision would send the completely wrong message to both Putin and the people of Ukraine. And there's the history of Association of Professional Tennis Players. How did it become so popular? Well, I think with tennis being a very popular sport and people basically playing tennis like basically all around the world, I think that's how they became very popular, and with all the tournaments that they have done over the years, that is another reason of how they became very popular. But anyways, with all that being said, I think I'm going to end off this video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video, please make sure you hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe, because I try and do videos every single day. And also, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell on all 3 channels, Exotic Dan Walkthroughs, and Dan's Place. Exotic Dan is my main channel, Exotic Dan Walkthroughs is where I upload the walkthrough channels, and Dan's Place is the place where I upload the RMVs with the swearing in them, and some exclusive content on there for you guys as well. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!